It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Falcons and the reigning NFC champs coming up next.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Andrews.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Allen steps away. Stiff-armed him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Allen now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Fights through it, pushing his way through. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's a give up the middle. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, Richardson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen off the play fake. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Richardson off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the quarterback. Now it's Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Richardson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the Falcons, 38-yard line.
Off play action, Richardson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Richardson on the bootleg here. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Now Richardson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second down and 4. From the shotgun, Richardson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. And Richardson back to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not success.
Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Second and 7.
At the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Richardson looking to throw this. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it to go in the first half of play. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
That's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To the air, Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Allen. That one too wide and incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And this will be taken at the 13. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Bryce Young with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 36. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
I'm shaking my head a little bit as an ex-DB, but I'm also nodding because any edge you can get as a receiver, you take it. Runs a stutter go there, about 12 yards downfield, then chops his feet like he's breaking off his route. And then he takes off and goes downfield again. Excellent job selling it, and it leads to a big gain.
Back to the air with Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Anthony Richardson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. Now we're behind his man. Incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at the 23. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been down.
There he goes left side. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Richardson to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the...
And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try now from Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Richardson. Stays on his feet. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 to 1st.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. Now it's Richardson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd down and 8. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. You've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there at 22.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 99 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Richardson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Richardson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Back to throw. Richardson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the...
touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect. Point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but now the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
To throw, it's Allen. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Allen able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now they go screen. It's complete. Fighting his way through contact. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Play action. Now Richardson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Richardson off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
16 yards. And a Falcon first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Allen. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Play action. Now it's Allen. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now Allen throwing on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
One final try here for Allen. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Richardson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
50-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.